What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got some more NBA news to, of course, be talking about with you guys. Again, I'm sure most of you have probably seen this by now, but the Portland Trailblazers are doing some extremely interesting trades very recently. Again, they traded CJ McCollum away. I know this trade got a lot of hate because they gave away Larry Nance as well, who's a solid role player, and the only solid role player they brought back in was like Josh Hart. But still, I think that the fact that they brought in, like, a first-round pick, a bunch of seconds, and I think it was Nickeil Alexander-Walker, makes me think that this trade was still actually an alright one for the Trailblazers. And then again, they did a couple other bizarre things, giving up Norman Powell for, like, Keon Johnson and Eric Bledsoe, which, dude, I don't even know what the hell was going on in that trade. I mean, Norman Powell is, like, a really solid player. I don't understand how that's the best that they got for him. But recent news has actually kind of come out of this that they're actually hoping to kind of restructure the team around Damian Lillard. Apparently they have around $60 million to spend in free agency, and they're going to try and bring in a star and a bunch of solid role players. And I heard they're after Jeremy Grant. I don't know if Jeremy Grant will have been traded by the time of this video coming out. Again, if you're one of those guys who goes to the comments and is like, how dare you say you don't know if Jeremy Grant got traded? I mean, screw you, man. Like, I'm recording this video clearly before it happened. It happens too often I get these comments, I swear to God. Anyway, when it comes to Damian Lillard, there have also been a lot of reports kind of come out that has also suggested that this could be the first time where he actually may look to potentially request a trade now that he actually doesn't have CJ McCollum and whatnot on the team. And that the report kind of coming out is saying that Damian Lillard actually wants to potentially be traded to a kind of West Coast team. And the ones that a lot of people are bringing up, of course, it's definitely the Sacramento Kings is the team people are bringing up. Yeah, no, please, that was definitely a joke. Everyone chill the hell out on their keyboards. The two teams are the Lakers and, of course, the Warriors, because again, the Clippers rather just don't have the cap, or like I don't think they would be able to trade for him. While we just know the Kings are, they're the Sacramento Kings. When we look at the Golden State Warriors, though, it's a team that has been linked to Damian Lillard quite a bit. I believe Damian Lillard is from Oakland, and the Warriors have had some interest in the past couple of years, and I think Damian Lillard has had some interest in them, but the issue I see with this is that Damian Lillard, they're just not going to be able to get him. They don't have barely any cap. I know they could offer up like James Wiseman, you know, that would entice, I guess, the Trailblazers, the dude that was the former second round, you know, a former pick number 2 rather. But, dude, that's like 1/3 of Damian Lillard's contract. You got to match up the whole thing. Not just that. Apparently, Damian Lillard is eligible for like a $60 million contract extension, which is absolutely ridiculous, making me think that this guy will probably stay in Portland because, like, would you rather go and play with LA, who are also very in a weird spot, on like $40 million, or go and re-sign with the Trailblazers, keep having a team built around you and get $60 million a season? Again, that might entice him. With the Warriors, it's just like, well, they don't have enough to trade. Not just that, I don't think he would necessarily work in their team, you know, as well as what they've got right now. Because, like, when we look at it like this, dude, Klay Thompson, I think when he gets back to healthy, he's the perfect player to put alongside Steph Curry. Again, a really good perimeter defender that can be an extremely good three-point shooter, and is that good. He's an all-star at what he does. Still got Andrew Wiggins there now, who is an all-star starter, and Draymond Green, who is an all-star caliber as well at that power forward position. I think just made the all-star team too. It's just like, well, are you going to play Damian Lillard at center? Like, how are you going to fit him in that starting lineup? So again, that's the really funny thing. It's just like not going to work out. So I'm automatically putting like a cross on the Golden State Warriors. It is not going to happen. He's not going to get traded to the Warriors at all. But when it does come to the Los Angeles Lakers, I think that would make a lot of sense for the Lakers to really try and entice the Trailblazers, especially if they're going to restructure everything in the offseason. Again, if I'm them, I'm saying, yo, we'll give you Russell Westbrook. You can have his terrible contract, and because, of course, you're blowing up the team and whatnot. Again, Damian Lillard is still a top 10 player in the league, so it's going to be a minimum of 3 first-round picks. Of course, a young player like Talon Horton-Tucker, a young player like Kendrick Nunn, both of them would have to be in it. Russell Westbrook as well. Probably 3 to 4 first-round picks, because, again, it'd actually probably only be 3 because the Lakers aren't doing that great this year, meaning that one of those picks is going to be like 15. So it's probably going to be like 15, and if they get back on track, 15, and then 20 to 30. But yeah, you're probably going to have to get up another first. Like, Trailblazers aren't just going to trade their franchise player, the legitimate source of their income, for Russell Westbrook and like 3 first-round picks. And look, no matter what Lakers fans say, THT is not a very good player. Like, it's just a fact. I think actually most Lakers fans know this by now. But again, I think the Trailblazers, if they were to completely blow it up, you get like Russell Westbrook and 4 future first-round picks out of Dame. Again, Westbrook on his own team could still be an alright player. Plus, they'd have still a lot of assets that they brought in from all these other teams, like Anthony Simons. They still have Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Josh Hart, etc. There's still kind of a lot to move around there. They just, again, desperately need to, I think, continuously make some changes. But again, if you're the Lakers and you can do that, look, you won't have 4 first-round picks for the rest of eternity. But again, you probably, because I think Damian Lillard would be eligible for like a $40 million contract extension, rather. You're pretty much you're pretty much trading away Westbrook's contract for Dame's, and Dame is a 10 times, 20 times better player than what Westbrook is. Plus, you free up the $5 million with Kendrick Nunn, you free up the $9 million or whatever from THT, and then again, you let all your older players most likely walk. Then in free agency, if you're the Lakers, you're probably going out and signing a center that's probably like 30 years old, not 38 years old like they've been doing. You know, like when they signed JaVale McGee a couple years ago, like a type of player like that. You're probably signing I would assume, perimeter defensive shooting guard that can shoot the 3. You probably bring him Malik Monk back in free agency to play your backup shooting guard, a high-level scorer off the bench, another shot creator. And then you're just, again, bringing in a lot more defense and just going by that. So that's how that would probably be on the Los Angeles Lakers part. And again, I think the Trailblazers come out of this all right because, like, look, you're pretty much, you're getting like the 4 first-round picks on Russell Westbrook, who's still going to sell jerseys, he's still going to bring in a crowd, do all of that. And plus, you still got a nice young team that's kind of on there, a bunch of firsts. You still have that like $60 million in cap to go into free agency and just absolutely sign everyone and their dad. And like legitimately, you could actually be coming out of free agency next year with like a better team. Like imagine if they let like all these players go and they brought in a young center like what Jarrett Allen was like last year, and that player becomes like a near all-star. They sign like a Jeremy Grant or something in free agency. Then you're looking at like, again, a really, really solid team that could push for a play-in while having a bunch of firsts and still like rebuilding on the run. I think that would be a pretty crazy thing for the Trailblazers to do. But of course, if you haven't already, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for all the latest NBA content and NBA news. Don't forget to subscribe to my, IRL/vlogging channel and my gaming channel, which I'll all be linking in the description down below. And again, just comment your thoughts and opinions. Do you guys think Damian Lillard should, of course, be going to, the Lakers or maybe even the Warriors? Should he look for a trade, this and that? Definitely let me know your thoughts and opinions on this down below. And again, what are your thoughts and opinions on like the CJ McCollum trade? Like I really haven't talked about that on the channel, but honestly I thought that wasn't as bad as what a lot of people said. Like to get a young player like Nickeil Alexander-Walker, a first round pick in a couple seconds out of a dude that hasn't been that great for a little bit, and Larry Nance is, I still think, an alright move. But again, CJ McCollum has always been a near all-star caliber player. But again, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.